Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming together this evening. My name is Scott Leonard, and I am the new board chair for CEL. Rob Bonesteel, whom many of you have probably met, he recently stepped down from this role, and I now fill that position, though by no means have I filled his shoes. And I'm sorry I can't be with you this evening. I'm down here in Tucson, Arizona, taking care of some personal matters. But this event is a thank you to all of you here tonight. We have volunteers, advisors, predecessors to Alice, trustees, and all of you have participated in significant ways to help fulfill the mission of CEL. And the work you do, whether it be volunteering or donating or advising, and the leadership that you provide is incredibly important, especially now at this time for your community and for the entire world. And what a strange world it can sometimes seem to be. Change seems to happen so rapidly these days. I was recently at a conference with chancellors of community colleges from all around the country, and the guest speaker was talking about how quickly change is occurring and impacting all fields of study. And he gave an example. In 1980, medical knowledge as a body of knowledge was expected to double every 7 years, which means everything that you learned in 1980 in the medical field was only going to be half of what that was out there by 1987. In 2010, the amount of medical knowledge in the world was expected to double every 3.5 years. And today, medical knowledge is expected to double, get this, every 73 days. And when everyone heard that in the audience, they all collectively gasped, because it seems impossible to try to keep up and really tend to any important matter at hand. But that night, and this is true, I channeled Alice and her optimism, and I thought, well, that's actually very reassuring, because we know that change and growth can be so close on the horizon. One of the changes that we all want to see is reversing what's happening right now in our country and around the world, this us versus them perspective and practice that seems so prevalent. And I'm sure it's always been there, but today it just seems especially powerful. And we all see it. It's in the red versus blue of politics. We have a Teamster union leader wanting to get in a fist fight with a senator. There are terrible wars across the globe. And there is this ongoing labeling of individuals into groups. And those groups are transforming people into objects. And it's much easier to hate an object than another human being. And it can feel overwhelming. It can feel like how the audience gasped at that conference at the impossibility of it all. But change is possible, and that's why we are all here. And it does not have to be so distant. And that the mission of CEL and the work that you do is so diametrically opposite to this attitude and practice. And that the book that Bill Grace wrote, Sharing the Rock, that it identifies what I believe are unalterable truths of the human condition. It's for these reasons that I see CEL as being incredibly well-positioned and the right agent to spark change, to spark it now. So will CEL change the world in 73 days? Can it double the number of people who choose to treat others not as objects, but as fellow human beings? Can it triple the number of people who choose to learn to lead for the common good? Well, let's go find out. So everyone, have a wonderful evening. I hope the food and the drinks are delicious, and thank you for everything. Take care. Have a good night. Bye-bye.